welcome to Art Journaling Adventures with Lisa. Today is episode 2 of our Adventures with Tags. And for those of you that missed episode 1 of Tags, this art journal project is about tags. And in the last episode, we talked about things that you can make tags with. In this journal, we are going to talk about collecting things around the house to cover your tag and make it pretty. So what I'm going to give you to make it even more of an adventure is a scavenger hunt list. But just to recap a little bit, the whole point of this is to make decorated tags that then you collect together with a loop, and you can actually create a tag journal. So this is my tag journal, and it's got 17 different tags. Each tag is decorated front and back. The front's decorated with something, and then the back usually always has a place to write on it. So it becomes not only art, but it becomes a place where you can also journal, because each card has a place to write on. So the whole point of this is to get you to the point that if you want to, you can create as many tags as you want and then hook them together with a loop like this and make yourself an art journal or make it as a gift for someone. All right, so what kind of things can we use to decorate our tags without going to the store? This episode is going to be kind of short because I'm just going to show you places to look, and that's why in the end I'm going to give you a scavenger hunt list. All right, so things that you can find around the house. All of this stuff is around the house, and it is stuff that I have collected to make my tags, and I'll show you at the end. Let me get this out of the way, and that way it won't be distracting. So here is a beautiful place to find decorations for your tags. Look at this. If you're a Downton Abbey, this is a limited edition, but this is a Downton Abbey tea, English rose tea. Look at that gorgeous picture on there. So this is a great place to find some pretty paper that you can use to create your tag. Here's another pretty tea can that has an image on it, and I can actually show you how I took that picture and turned it into a tag. All right, so look for tea cans, tea boxes. Another place is food packaging. I love this food package. I love these. Actually, I love these chocolate grams better than I love the package, but I love the package. It's just got kind of a antique-y look to it. It's got little emblems on it, so it gives me other things to decorate with. It's got these little cool things all over the place. I love the words, so that gives me a piece of art kind of to use. So there's lots of little pieces of things on this just one package that I could decorate my whole tag with, just this package. Other things, look in your mail for pretty envelopes and packages. So look at this gorgeous, I think this came from Discover Card. I mean, this is deliciously gorgeous paper. It's going to be beautiful to use on a tag or any other artwork that I might use, but I don't have to pay anything for this. This just came in the mail, so it's free. So keep an eye through your mail. Look at your mail now with a different set of eyes in terms of, what's pretty or interesting? What colors are on this? The inside of safety envelopes is very pretty and interesting. Here's a nice gray pattern, which I really like. Here's a green pattern, and I really like both of those. And they're nice, tiny patterns that you can use to decorate. So keep an eye out for envelopes. What else is good for decorating? This time of year, you're getting rid of buying new calendars. These little numbers would be handy to use to decorate. You might have pretty calendars have gorgeous pictures on them, so you might be able to use part of the pictures on the calendars to cut apart if you still have paper calendars. Lots of people don't. Anyway, so that's calendars. You can look for, you're going to want some kind of written something written. It can be newspaper, it can be magazine, it can be, I found this book in a old used store for 50 cents. So I cut this apart and used the words out of this. So you're gonna want something with some writing on it. You're gonna want either one word, a couple of words, a piece like this that's got paragraphs on it. Other fun things. I do lots of things, obviously, with the tea cans. I do lots of things with tea. So I like the packages of tea. I like tea tags. Here you can see again, I've used a tea tag on this to decorate it. Other things, how about stamps that come in the mail? I mean, look at this beautiful gold and dark blue stamp that says thank you on it. I mean, that's just gorgeous. Here's a stamp, it looks like a frog with some green on it. So cards, any kind of old cards that you have, they have lots and lots of good stuff to work with. So look at this pretty card. This has not only got an image, it's got some patterns on it, it's got some decorating things. I can make a tag completely decorated almost exclusively from all the little bits and pieces that come off of this pretty card. So keep an eye out for cards. And finally, look around for things you've got. Like this is just some yarn. This is going to be really pretty to embellish something. So you might have some yarn, you might have some old lace, you might have a piece of who knows what, a blouse that you don't wear anymore, or a shirt you don't wear anymore that's got something pretty on it, or something interesting. Pull that aside too. Buttons are good. So here's a place that I used a button on there. So if you've got any buttons, here's another button. So if you've got a button, go ahead and grab a button. And those are the things that we are going to use to decorate the tag in our art journaling adventures, the tag adventure number 3. So here is your scavenger hunt list to be ready for video number 3, which is going to be decorating your tag. So again, this is just the stuff that I've already talked about. So you have some time now to go on a scavenger hunt around your house. Look through your mail. See if anything comes in your mail that's got something pretty interesting, bold, whatever. Look for your food packages. Look at crackers. Look at, especially if you're an organic person, look at organic packaging. It usually has some very pretty lettering on it. It has pretty logos and images and stuff like that. If you've got magazines, magazines are a great place to find a focal point image that you're going to need. Wrapping paper. Wrapping paper is a great source of design to make your tag. So here's a wrapping paper that I'll probably use when we get ready to make our tag in the next journal. Here's another one which is really pretty. This is dandelion. I mean, that's gorgeous. So look at a wrapping paper. It can be old wrapping paper. I love this wrapping paper. It's actually got bicycles on it. So one day I will definitely do something with this wrapping paper with the bicycles on it. And I don't have a whole lot. I just have this much of it. But it still gives me something fun to play with. So look in your closet for wrapping paper and old gift bags. Gift bags have pretty images on it. They'll have a big flower, or they'll have, balloons or something like that. So check your old gift bags. And finally, look for any maybe lace, even shoelaces. If you have interesting shoelaces, a piece of fabric, something that came on I find a lot of ribbons. This ribbon came on, I don't know, like something I got from the store. I mean, I didn't even buy that. It came on something else. Here's another piece that I got off of, I don't even know what. It came off of something that I bought, that I just saved this piece of it. So your goal is to go around your house and collect up interesting images, pictures, patterns, colors, textures, to be able to create a tag in our next video. Here's your specific list for once you get your do your scavenger hunt. This is what you are going to need to actually make your tag: scissors, glue or Elmer's glue stick, a ruler, a pencil, a hole punch, a tag. So it can either be one you bought or one you made, like we talked about in our first video. You're going to need one square picture So for example, with this card, and I took it apart so you can see, you're gonna need one picture that is 3 inches by 3 inches square. So I just cut this right out of here, so I'm all ready to go. I have a 3-inch, and so this one picture should be something that's very distinctive. It should be a flower. It should be, here, this is somebody's logo, all right? It should be this picture off of here. If it's not 3 by 3, don't worry about it. Just cut it however, you know, cut it close enough and we'll make it work. It could be a tea bag, all right? So just something that's very distinctive. It can even be this I printed off the internet. So I just did a screen capture and I have a blue watering can. So it needs to be something that is a distinctive picture. Next, you are going to need a 3 by 3 square of a pattern. So for example, I can use this. This is not 3 by 3, but this came on it. So this is a piece of a pattern. I can make this work, and I can tell you how to make this work. So you need something else that's patterned. This is a postcard I got from a store because it matched my card. I'm going to use this as my pattern. So this is just a stripe, and it happens to match the card. So I'm going to be using this to make the tag that we do in episode 3. So you need one square that's got a picture. You need one square that's got a pattern. You will also need a 3 by 3 inch piece that's got words on it. So if you have an old book that you don't want to read anymore, cut it out of there. You can use a piece of a magazine. You can use a piece of newspaper, but it needs to be a piece of paper that's got words on it, and it should be at least 3 by 3 inches. And finally, you need 3 to 6 coordinating embellishments. What do I mean by embellishments? They are going to be things like, look at this pretty tea tag, it's gold. I love this. It might be, I showed you some stamps. All right, so they're going to be little things that you can use to add interest. I have some words that I cut out of a magazine. So this one says note to self. This one says love. This says grow. So they're going to be smaller things that may have a pattern that goes with what you already did. It may be a word. It may be one of these, one of your pieces of mail. This has a little bit of pattern on it. So it's just going to be something that we're going to use a little piece of, all right? And you're also going to need one piece of lined paper, and it can be any kind of lined paper. It can be absolutely anything that's lined, and that is going to be the piece that we are going to fold and put in a pocket on the back of the tag. So here is your materials list. One more time. And here is your scavenger hunt list. And now it's your job to go around your house and collect up things that you find interesting to then create the list to make your tag. I hope that helps you to shop your house and enjoy the scavenger hunt adventure. And I will see you on episode 3 of Art Journaling Adventures, Adventures with Tags, where we will actually create the tag. For now, this is Lisa saying thanks for creating with me.